So yesterday it was announced that we're getting another Disney spin-off for the MCU on Disney Plus, and that is a series based off of Echo, the superheroine who was a friend of Daredevil, who's going to be in the Hawkeye show. She's going to get her own spin-off. So yay, she's not going to die unless this turns out to be a prequel series. Then boo. Anyway, so this led me, and also with, of course, Moon Knight coming, Miss Marvel coming, She-Hulk on her way. This led me to what other characters could we get, not so much in movie, but as shows on Disney Plus. Like, what characters could be in the upcoming shows for Disney Plus? Since, with the announcement of Echo, like I said, we have Moon Knight coming with Oscar Isaac. We've got She-Hulk on her way and Miss Marvel too. So there's still a lot of characters that we could really use in the MCU that may not get the big screen treatment, but could get the TV treatment. That's the big thing. Also, yes, I'm aware that Black Widow got moved again, but is officially coming to July. Let's see if they hold that to. Let's see if they hold on to that standard. Let's see if they actually hold on to that rule, because now they're saying it'll be July and also simultaneously on Premier Access. Which, by the way, no, just drop it down to $5.99. What the fuck do you think you're doing, Disney? I am not dropping $30 on a movie. All right, I'm not dropping $30 on a movie at all. Not gonna happen. Anyway. So let's talk about let's talk about a few Marvel characters that could show up on the small screen. So starting off, let's talk about one character I think a lot of people have been wondering about, and one character I think could be showing up soon, and that is Adam Brasher, the Blue Marvel. Now, I've talked about Blue Marvel possibly showing up in the MCU. He's a very powerful character who actually is a very cool story behind him. And Kevin Trevorrow, who is the creator, is also a big movie guy. Remember, he's the guy who's behind all the Underworld movies and several other films here and there. And he's been very tight-lipped about his interaction with Marvel. Like I said, he created that character for the Marvel Comics. And he's recently been very tight-lipped about his working with Marvel. Like, are you working with Marvel on something? And he's like, I don't want to say. So I got a feeling that Adam Brasher of Blue Marvel is on his way. Now, what you could do with this character is much like his origin story. You could have it that he was around in the 60s as, the world's first, superhero, and he retired because, people found out he was black, and no one wanted, the American people turned on him. And he's been kind of living incognito this whole time, but now he's living in a world of, superheroes are needed. So now he's kind of, trying to get back into it. Or he's trying to say, maybe I should stay in the shadows. I tried to save the world, and they demonized me on the color of my skin. I don't want to go back to that. That could be the big theme of this story, is that he is dealing with the crisis of, I know what mankind is like, I was fine. I would have it, he didn't get blipped. He didn't get, snapped out of existence. He would have been like, I was fine for 5 years, man. I saw very little people standing out there saying, we don't want you in our country, I was fine. So this would be his story of coming back and being the Blue Marvel again. Anyway, so there's that. We do know that Blade is apparently going to be a movie now, so there you go. I was going to suggest Blade, but there is a few other characters that I do think could get the small screen treatment, among those being Ghostwriter. Ghostwriter could get a solid reboot in here, because it looks like, we're wiping away the canon of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with the Darkhold stuff. So now we have, now we could probably get Johnny Blaze or Dan Ketch, or we could actually get Robbie Reyes again. Gabriel Luna I really liked as Robbie Reyes, so maybe we can do Reyes again, or the female Ghostwriter that was there for a hot minute. But I think we can all agree that we all kind of want Johnny. We all kind of want Johnny or Danny at this point. So, yeah, I don't think we'll get a movie out of him, but I think we could get a small screen appearance of Ghostwriter. As for other characters, I think it would be kind of cool to get another small screen appearance. Werewolf by Night. Werewolf by Night would be really cool of dealing with the story of Jack Russell, or the new Werewolf by Night, who is a Native American who is more like a skinwalker than he is a werewolf. That character was actually created by one of the members of Black Eyed Peas. I haven't read the miniseries yet, but I really want to. And I got a feeling if they do anything with Werewolf by Night, it'll probably be that character over Jack Russell. But, remember, Werewolf by Night showed up in, Moon Knight showed up in Werewolf by Night. Remember that. Moon Knight did not show up in his own comic. He appeared in Werewolf by Night. And Werewolf by Night showed back up in Marvel Comics. Why do I keep saying the Marvel Comics? He showed back up in Marvel continuity in Moon Knight. Something tells me, something tells me that there's a bad moon rising for Mark Spector in the coming show. So I actually think this one has a lot of possibility of being a thing. So I think we might actually get Werewolf by Night in here. As for other supernatural characters, I think would be a lot of fun to see in this continuity. Hellstorm, maybe proper Damien Hellstorm would be nice. Not for that Boar Fest that we had. It'd also be cool to see Dr. Druid. Yeah, Dr. Druid. There are other sorcerers out there, and maybe have it that Dr. Druid has been out there, and now he's worried about this whole Scarlet Witch prophecy, and concerned, what do we do now? I'm not as powerful as Doctor Strange, but I gotta do something to deal with this kind of problem. So Dr. Druid would be another fun one. As for other characters I could see making appearances, I don't think we could get this because of Sony, but I would really love a TV show in the MCU about the Daily Bugle. I've talked about this way back several years ago, talking about my idea for a Daily Bugle TV show set in the MCU. Of just this show and you got J.K. Simmons back. You got J.K. Simmons, you could actually have Robbie again, you can have this version of Ned Leeds, working for them as an intern. You could have Frederick Foswell here. You could have Betty Brant doing an internship too. You could have a lot of characters in here. This would be a fun West Wing kind of scenario where you could have all the characters just kind of interacting and dealing with it'd be kind of like Marvel's the TV show of just these regular people going out post the blip and covering stories about superheroes from their perspective. That would be perfect. There you go. I think that would be 100% a cool show. More, whereas Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. tried to be skirting the line, here, since it's Disney Plus, you can have Marvel superheroes just show up. That's the thing. It doesn't have to be ABC or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., oh, we work in the shadows and don't do anything and try to skirt away from the Marvel characters. Yeah. But here it'd be different. Since this is Disney Plus, we got the budget to show you, Thor or Captain America. Excuse me, Falcon Cap or Black Widow or you get what I mean. Half these characters are dead or gone, but you get what I'm trying to say. So a Daily Bugle TV show would be kind of fun, even if it goes through the it's a podcast web series. That would be kind of fun too. Anyway, so yeah, Daily Bugle TV show would be kind of fun. I would also like to see, what other characters would be fun to really see? The Power Pack? Definitely the Power Pack would be a lot of fun of young superheroes. We had Runaways, we're getting Young Avengers at some point, or the Champions. We're probably going to mix the Champions with the Young Avengers. And I think another great team of young superheroes could make a cool TV show. The Power Pack. Bring in, they find Kofi, because they have this alien horse dude named Kofi, who is their friend. They find him, he's on the run from the Snarks. The Snarks are their alien rivals. They're these big crocodile cockroach-looking motherfuckers. And that's their main antagonist. So, yeah, just have the Snarks as their as their antagonist. You could even, like, the best way you could do Power Pack as a show is not make it a dark and gritty thing, but more like E.T., where it has its dark moments, but it's fun and wholesome. Just make it a superhero E.T. show, and you've got yourself a Power Pack TV show. Of just these 4 kids. You can even have Franklin Richards in there. He's been a member of that team. Yeah. Absolutely. I think the Power Pack would be a lot of fun. Just like I said, make it super E.T. with superpowers. Anyway, so who else? Like, there was another one. Well, now I'm blanking, so crap. I'm kind of blanking on, what else could be used. The obvious ones are like reboots of Daredevil, Punisher, Iron Fist, and all of them. Yeah, we want those. Like, there's no doubt that we want those characters in here, too. I think that would be really cool. Maybe do more, like, you could do the Vision, bring him back, and do an adaptation of the Tom King story. Yes, they did do elements of that story, but it'd be kind of fun if, like, this, since we now know that White Vision is out there with, the previous Vision's memories all back there, he's now got those memories, but maybe he's trying to create his own life. So you could do, like, an adaptation of Tom King's Vision in there. But anyway, that's just a few ideas right off the top of my head about what character... And there's probably more characters out there that I'd be like, crap, I wish I talked about that one, because that would have been really cool. But the Marvel Universe is vast and expansive, and we would be here all day talking about it. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of these ideas, and what are some of your ideas for superheroes that you may not be able to see on the big screen, but more on the Disney Plus screen, with that movie budget? Anyway, so just comment below, let me know, and once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I will see you next time in the Multiverse.